Guys, welcome back to my channel, welcome back to a new video. I know it's been a while since I've been on social media and since I uploaded a YouTube video. A lot has been going on since Christmas, so my last video was sometime in December. Now all the time through November and December when I was uploading quite a bit. I was currently off sick from work. If you've been on my channel since the start, you would have known about 6 to 7 years ago I ended up in a wheelchair due to my back and the pain that I was in. It was resting on all my nerves and I just couldn't walk, so it resulted me into being in a wheelchair. Then I had to have an operation and then everything was fine, and then about 2 years ago I then had to have the injections into my spine just to kind of relieve the pain. And unfortunately, since last November, I've been struggling quite a bit with my back again. So I thought I would come up here and just give you a live update and just tell you what's actually been going on with my life since Christmas. So yeah, since November I was off sick from work because I had like a really bad episode with my back. It just literally come out of the blue, where one Sunday afternoon I was just in literally that much pain. I couldn't walk. Jake had to help me up the stairs and help me in bed, and even with lying down and trying to sit up, just trying to get in a comfortable position for me, it just wasn't helping at all. I was crying in so much pain, and Jake had to call my mum around just because both of us didn't really know what to do. It was getting worse by the second. Mum eventually called the ambulance and they admitted me into hospital. They thought it had something to do with my bladder as well, because certain things was happening, so they wanted to keep me in overnight just to check everything and also give me a urgent MRI scan in the morning. Woke up in the morning, MRI scan had broke, which is inconvenient. So they sent me home, and then I had an MRI the next day, which then I found out that the discs in my back, there's multiple discs that are now bulging even more, which obviously increased the pain that I was in, and obviously which caused that bad episode that I went through. So where we're at now is I had an urgent MRI scan, and then they said they didn't want to operate on me just yet, just because obviously having one previous. They first wanted to try me again with the injections, which I've now actually had, and it is a whirl on. Still got a few bruises on my hands, like from when they was putting the calorie in me when I was being put to sleep, so just ignore them. But at the moment I'm still in quite a bit of pain. I don't know if the injections have worked yet. I'm still getting quite a bit of back pain and still pain running down my legs. My consultant will be seeing me soon, so when I have an operation it's 6 to 8 weeks where he's going to be sending to see me again. So I'm currently waiting for the appointment to come through where I can discuss what's actually going to happen. This is never going to go away. Obviously it's got worse, so the injections aren't to actually prevent the discs from bulging even more, prevent any more discs bulging. It's actually just to calm down the inflammation and the pain that I'm actually getting. So I'm always going to have this condition with my back, which is quite hard to live with, just because certain things I can't do and certain things that I want to do I struggle with. And obviously having time off work isn't always ideal, but hey ho, it's health and you have to put your health first. So that's where I'm at the moment. That's why I've been so quiet, just because I went through a little bit of health issues and I just wanted to get myself right mentally. If you do follow me on Instagram, which is at Jadevanessa Moseley, I did post an Instagram post on there a few weeks back just explaining why I've been so quiet, and just that I wanted to get myself back mentally and, you know, just focus on my health a little bit more, which I think was the only right thing to do. So that is one of the major things that has actually been happening and why I've been so quiet on social media and YouTube. But also I didn't actually introduce to you our new member of the family. So as you all know, me and Jake have got a little rabbit that's called Rupert, which is not so little anymore. He's absolutely humongous. But Jake wanted another rabbit, and I was like, no Jake, let's not get another rabbit yet. You know, you've only just moved into the house. You know, let's just try and work out the house first before buying another rabbit. Well, we went into the shop to buy Rupert some food, and Jake couldn't help himself. He did actually buy another rabbit, which I was hesitant about at the time, but now that we have him, I'm really super happy. He's so cute. I'm just gonna go and run downstairs and go and get him so I can show you all to him, because he's really cute and adorable. Yeah, I'll just explain a little more about it to him, so I'll be back in a second. So everyone, this is Peter. He is a little bit shy, a lot shyer than Rupert, but oh my god, when we let him out on the carpet, he's a little shit. Sorry about my French, but he is. Sometimes he can be so naughty, and I'm currently out of breath because I have to get him out the bottom of his cage, which is really low. But yeah, if I just try and turn you around, I think he's a little bit shy. Oh, see, yeah. Come here, it's okay. So, as you can see, his claws are really sharp, so he does scratch me. But yeah, this is Peter. So he's currently 17 weeks old. When we first had him, he was about between 6 to 8 weeks old, which is like really young for a rabbit. And he's so tiny compared to Rupert. He hasn't grown an inch since we've brought him. We're starting to think that he's actually a dwarf rabbit. Rupert is absolutely humongous now, like from, I've got his fur sticking to me now, from the time that we brought Rupert to the time now, Rupert's like 20 something weeks I think, and he's like humongous. He's like a really big rabbit. I'm forever posting him on my Instagram just because he is literally like a dog. I'll post some pictures on the screen now for you. He lies down like a dog, he rolls over like a dog. These two even jump on the sofa like a dog. I used to have a rabbit when I was younger and his name was Zach, and honestly, in all the years that we had Zach, he was never the type of rabbit that these two are. I've never seen rabbits like it. Just the way it's, honestly, that they just remind me of either sometimes a meerkat, the way they move, and then sometimes the way they act as well. It's also like a dog, the way they lie down. Jake's now brought them a bed, which is on the pictures that you've just seen, and Rupert absolutely loves it. Peter's not too struck on the bed, but honestly, he's so naughty sometimes. He's a lot more naughty than Rupert, but he's still loving and affectionate like Rupert is too. But yeah, he's so tiny. I'm going to see if I can pick him up so you can actually see how tiny he is. So he looks big on camera at the moment, but in real life, he's like really tiny. Like even just sitting here, like, hello, he's really tiny. And he's that timid, he wraps his claws around you like he does not want to let go of you. He like latches on to whoever has him, but then once we lay him on the floor, like he runs ragged. Like he has us like working for it, like honestly, and he's such a nightmare to catch. Rupert loves you picking him up. He absolutely hates it. Whenever you try and stand by him or try and pick him up, he just runs around. So me and Jake literally running around the living room ragged trying to get him. And honestly, if there was a secret camera in the living room, I think it would actually be quite hilarious to watch, because even I laugh sometimes and we just give up in the end because we're that shattered after like running around after him. We just sit down and think, just forget it, just leave him. So yeah, this is another big thing that happened whilst being on YouTube and whilst being off sick. I didn't actually show you him earlier when we had him in November, just because he was like really, I mean, he's still timid now, but he was a lot timid when we first had him, and like the bright lights and everything, I didn't want to scare him. But he seems a little bit more comfortable now that we've had him for about 3 to 4 months. Now the next big thing that actually happened, which was a few weeks ago to be honest, actually like not that long ago at all. So in October last year I passed my driving test first time, and I couldn't believe it. I only had 1 minor. And yeah, even I was shocked at that. So about a few weeks ago, I got myself a car. It is a Renault Twingo. Again, if you follow me on Instagram, I did put a post on there on it, but if you haven't, I'll just post a little picture on screen. Now, I absolutely love it. When I first had it, the amount of stalls that I did in that car was ridiculous. It was so embarrassing. But now I drive like eco mode in it, and it's absolutely perfect. I love it. It's nice little, I call it my little beat because it's such a small car, but honestly, it's got so much power. It's like, you know, when you watch a cartoon and they, you know, go really fast and like that all the time. That's what I feel like when I'm driving in it. And even Jake literally tells me to slow down, because even like the slightest touch on the accelerator, we're literally flying. But yeah, I absolutely love it. I've got lipstick on my tooth. I don't know how long that's been there, but yeah. But yeah, having a car absolutely opens your doors up to everything, and yeah, it's just absolutely great. Other updates in my life, my skin is literally scratched to smithereens because of this little rabbit. His claws are so long. Me and Jake clip him ourselves, but I think we're just going to have to start taking them to the vets and have them clipped, because we're that frightened to clip down too far, because if you clip the claws down on rabbits too far, they literally bleed out like a lot, so we don't really want to do that. So we're always hesitant on how far to clip down, so we always just clip down like the little tips, but it's never enough, so I think we are definitely going to have to book them in the vets to get them cut, because that is just ridiculous. It'll be fine though, I'll have a bath in a minute and just moisturise myself and everything. But yeah, I was saying, yeah, so trips this year, me and Jake have a few. So last year we didn't have a lot planned at all. Last year was not great because I didn't have many trips at all. So this year it's really good. So we're now in March. So next month is my birthday. I can't believe I'm going to be 24 already. It's just absolutely crazy. I don't know where the time's going. But Jake's booked a little trip for me. I have no idea where we're going. He's told me that it's 3 hours away and that I've got to be up super early, so I'm really looking forward to that. We're going for about 3 nights or 2 nights, I can't remember how long we're going, but I'm really excited about that. And then in June, is it June? Wait, I'm confused. April, May, yeah, and then in June we're going to Croatia for 10 days to celebrate our 3-year anniversary. We're going to stay in Hotel Croatia where we stayed 2 years ago, and I'm super excited about that. Also in June my sister's getting married, my middle sister, and obviously I'm a bridesmaid. I'm doing their hair and makeup, so that's another thing. Really excited about that. And what's happening after that? There's that many things happening, I can't actually think what's happening. We're looking to book to go camping again. If anyone's ever been camping, let me know where you've been and how you thought about camping. So when we went before, we stopped in a teepee and I absolutely loved it. This time we're actually thinking about going camping. So before was classed as glamping, but now we actually want to try camping. So we're going to get our own tent, our own like little oven things, our own sleeping bag, our own blow up bed. So we're going to go camping all out. So we're hoping to do that. In October we've booked a break in log cabins. I forgot where that is now. July, it's Jake's birthday. Sorry, my sister's getting married in July. Yeah, my sister's getting married in July, sorry. So in June we're going to Croatia, and then in July my sister's getting married, and then it's also Jake's birthday. So I'm taking Jake away for his birthday as well for a surprise. I can't tell you because he does watch these videos and he's downstairs as we speak. So we need to be quiet about that. So yeah, that's why I have been very quiet, and that is what's happening the rest of the year, and that's what has happened since I've been quiet on social media and YouTube and things like that. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and follow me on my Instagram page. It's just at Jadevanessa Moseley, but I'm going to have to go because this one's getting like really wriggly and wants to go for a run. So hopefully I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.